Hey, what's up everybody? In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to perform a SOC 2 risk assessment. This is one of my favorite SOC 2 activities because you get to put on your black hat and think about what could go wrong in your company's environment. In this example, I've listed out a couple example risks here, and I'm going to walk you through how to perform this first one here. So the first step is to identify the risk description. So here you can see that the risk we identified is that an employee has history of fraudulent activity. Obviously, that's no good, but unfortunately, it's a real risk that companies do need to think about. Step two, you need to assess the impact and likelihood of that risk actually coming to fruition. So for this one, I have a high, medium, or low risk rating or impact rating, and then you can assign a risk there. So I've assigned a high impact. If someone committed fraud to your company, it could have a very high impact. Likelihood, you assume most of your employees are trustworthy and, hope for the best. So high and low there. You can change up your strategy. You could do 1 through 5. You can do very high, very low, whatever you want to do, but you have to assign an impact and a likelihood. The next step is to assign a risk rating. Again, I kept it pretty simple with low, medium, and high. And this should be using your judgment based on the impact and likelihood. Some people like to assign an exact science to it. I like to keep it more judgment based. So you'll assign a risk rating, overall risk rating. I'm actually going to go ahead and change that right now. Overall risk rating. And then next, you need to assign a risk decision. So here you can either accept, mitigate, and accept would just mean you accept the risk for what it is. Mitigate, you'd maybe have a control in place. Transfer usually involves insurance, and avoid would mean you don't do it at all. So we're going to document mitigate there, and then mitigating factors. So for this example, you could have a background check. So for mitigating factors, I put control 1, 2, 3, background checks. So you'd link to whatever control you have for background checks. Then you have to assign an owner. I'm going to assign it to myself, IT audit guy. And if there are any action items required, you would create a ticket or do what you need to do and document what you're doing for an action item here. So yeah, that's it for this example. I listed a couple here, but obviously you need to tailor these to your company and add whatever is necessary there. Oh, one final thing, you do need to have a sign off. And I would actually recommend that what is in here is not enough. You need to sign off in an email or a ticketing system and have it clearly document who was there, who was involved in the risk assessment, and when it was performed. All right, that's it for this tutorial. I hope it added some value. If it did, please let me know by commenting and liking this video. If you want to support the channel, please subscribe. Thanks all. Happy auditing.